My name is Mr. Anderson, and this is Indie News for April 3rd, 2018. Let's see what happened on the site. This is, of course, our first day back. I was away for the weekend. I know you guys are excited to see me back in the studio, so I can talk about all the amazing things happening. We're going to go over quickly what you can find on our site right now. Deathbag is looking to launch off of Kickstarter starting Friday, May 25th. What's Deathbag? Check it out. We have some amazing cosplay throwback from 2016 New York Comic Con. This is just in time for, of course, Reed Pop's put on this weekend, C2E2. I hope you guys are going to show up there. I'm going to be wandering around as a pro. Come find me. And so we can talk and meet. I'm going to be in Chicago. I go to the Midwest once again. Attention Earth Dwellers, this is something out of this world is coming soon, and it's here. This was, of course, for the Dulce. I always pronounce that wrong. It's a great Kickstarter. It's on now. You guys can check that out. Some Art of the Day from Mickey Colson. Congratulations to both Alter Life and to the Arcane Cocktail for blasting off of Kickstarter. The Comic-Con Highway is going to the Midwest, and it's taking me there to C2E2. There is some creative process. This is New York Comic-Con Creators Week. Dirk Manning throwback thread from 2013, Right or Wrong. Check it out. It has to do with an amazing book that can change your life. We got news today. A Kickstarter to end the salvagers? Is it true? Click the link to find out more. The Scientist, the young adventure for prodigies in peril, a young genius and his fellow prodigies are kidnapped on their way to the science fair and must use their wits to escape. Now, I'm going to just continue to go over all the Kickstarters and not talk about them like I normally do at this point, because we'll spend too much time. I'm going to talk about the end of the show anyway. So Dirk Manning got cookies and a Creator of Written Sins t-shirt. I wonder if he wears that ever. I should ask him when I see him. Big news. There's going to be the Comic Throne photo app. That's right. New exclusives announced. This is all part of the amazing C2E2 booth for Devil's Due. I know I'm going. Will you? MegaCon had mega cosplay. We had a Harley Quinn that was no joke. She was definitely a Quinn to not mess with. Comic-Con Highway Southern Exit, Texas. Blair Harrington is going to the Dallas Fan Expo. How can we advocate for you? That's a good question. Read the article and find out what we can do for you. Creator Card Wave 2, alt of Victor Dandridge, throwback thread to 2016. Press release for the Octo Comics launch, free pitch development workshop for indie creators. The Comic-Con Highways also have showing Ryan Cummings with Skeletal Press going to the Rumble Kings at the Hero and Villains Fest Saturday and Sunday. Gene Holly runs Radio Nation, but as a creator, he is so much more. What does that mean? Check out the thread for more. New York Comic Con is here. This is a throwback thread to 2016. This is when we were going to New York Comic Con. Very excited about that show. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. That was the first time in 2016 that we were talking about Fetish Babies going to Kickstarter. Oh, man. And I can't believe we're already talking about doing a trade. It's crazy. The Creative Process press release, a video presentation on how to fill one out. What does that mean? Check it out and figure out how you can write a better press release for your projects today. And the Lucha Mystery release video. What does that mean? It's time to check it out and see. And the Comic-Con Highway is, of course, we heard about me, but the Comic-Con Highway is also having a Western exit for Madeline Holling-Rousing, who's going to be at booth table 71 in Silicon Valley. There's a Comic-Con Highway exit in the Northeast. It's New Jersey. Bob Sally is going on a showboat, and he's bringing the show. Cosview, who? The best Green Lantern ever. This is a throwback to 2016. Better than Ryan Reynolds. Check out who we're talking about in there. Jason Schultz will be at Walker Stalker Con in Chicago, which is weird. I didn't realize Chicago's got two at once. At C2E2, we're going to get fornified when Sean Fournet shows up at C2E2, and he's joined with the great and amazing Dirk Manning. That's why we had so much Dirk stuff show up today, announcing that he'll be at C2E2. And some mega cosplay went down at Tampa Bay. This is Bella, and she's going to be the Day of the Dead. I didn't realize when we were taking the picture, but she was that amazing Captain America that we had a few years ago now. And she was Bella at this ball, well, a MegaCon for that matter. Art of the Day in a New Dimension, a one-on-one cry. This is a throwback thread. Also, Marcel Dupree got an amazing write-up for his Armor series, which, by the way, is going back to Kickstarter soon. And, of course, a throwback thread to Jax meeting Batman for the first time at MegaCon. Actually, that was I believe, yeah, that was MegaCon. All right, and we're just going to take a quick look on page 2, because remember, we've been off for a couple days because of that. We got some amazing art to check out. Mickey Colosin did it. Some Nikolai Volkov, great stuff we're going to talk about. Izakel Bell. Oh, that's amazing artwork. And then we're going to check this one out right here. All right. We're going to do, this is an actual interview. Some amazing art. I dig it. I like it. You guys got to check it out. Great interview. So some mega cosplay. Favorite character, Rogue. Absolutely love Rogue. Had to take a quick look. Had a long weekend. I could use a smile. I love Rogue. I'm actually thinking about turning, I'm going to turn Barbara into a cosplayer in the comic book. We're going to do some cosplay art. And Rogue is one of the characters I want her to cosplay. So that's a great picture. I like her eyes in the picture. That's so amazing. She did a great eye look. I believe her name is Christina. Don't hold me to that one though. I believe I met her in Fort Myers recently. So hopefully I'll see her again in MegaCon and talk to her, and I'll ask her if that was her. But let's get to this week in Indie Comics. As that loads, remember to tip your waitress. All right, the Comic-Con Highway has indie advocating in the Midwest. That's right. I'm going to C2E2 in Chicago, and I'm going to sit on the amazing comic throne brought to you by Devil's Due. Also coming this week is going to be Blake Harrington, who's in Dallas Expo Center. Ryan Cummings hits up the heroes and villains. I am doing C2E2 as a pro. I don't know why I need 2 of them. It's not like I got a table, sadly. Comic-Con in California will have Madeline Holly Rising in the Silicon booth at table 71 at 71. Also in the Northeast is going to be New Jersey's Showboat Show, where the Bob Sally's bringing the show. Comic-Con Highways also has a Midwest exit for C2E2 that includes Sean Fournier and Dirk Manning. Other announcements to be made will also be that my friend James Eric Hudson is going to be at a wrestling show this week. We're going to get that information up for you by tomorrow in time for the show. And there's also another great creator, so tune in tomorrow for more on that. Back before they blast off, I don't know if the last rights actually holds now that Alter Life's up. We're gonna film it probably tomorrow, if not later today. I would expect it tomorrow, maybe Thursday, because we only got back today. Well, late last night, like at midnight. So that's why I said today. A bunny of a kid's book that teaches love comes in all forms. It's last week's tonight's John Oliver presents a day in the life of Marlon Bundo. And remember, autism. This is Autism Month, by the way. Autism Awareness Month. You guys should be wearing blue more. That's actually one of the reasons that I was happy to see our site have blue in it, because I thought that was important. If you guys know the logo, it has a blue streak there, so that was awesome. That wound up there, and that was one of the colors I think I had mentioned I'd like to see in it. So autism awareness is about education, acceptance, educating the public, and acceptance special needs children and their value. Most autistic children and adults do not communicate or socialize typical individuals do. Autism Awareness R4AU attempts to break the barrier and help kids connect. They need a voice, and we give them one. They are our future. And remember, supporting Kickstarter takes only a single dollar to do. That's right. $1 can show support, attract attention, fund projects, support creators, and create new worlds. Kickstarter for the Independent Creator is a great and practical, informative guide to crowdfunding made by the amazing Madeline Holly Rising. Laugh it forward. Comedy and comics. To change the world, because punching Nazis is hard work, but why can't it also be fun? 2 new comedy books and a lifetime of laughter and activism. Tales from the Black Circle is now live, but time is running out on both of these. Just 2 days. Get on it now. The Scientist is the young adventure of Prodigies in Peril, a young genius and his fellow prodigies are kidnapped on their way to a science fair, and they must use their wits to escape this dilemma. H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of the Cthulhu. It's a Concentrina book adapting Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu in the Concentrina book, telling the classic horror stories in a full-color illustration. I'm going to be so glad when that one's not on a show anymore. I always feel like I stumble over that. It's a great project, though. You really should back it, but just the wording in it, the Concentrina. I always think I'm butchering that word. The Orison is an amazing hike, now on Kickstarter. It's about survival on the world's largest mountains. Trial Run is an all-ages superhero anthology. Imagine your parents were superheroes. Now imagine that you could be given the chance to be a hero, too. You just have to pick your power. Angelica Reigns. By the way, congratulations to the Angelica Reigns. They've officially hit their mark and now are working on stretch goals. The Faith 2, Angelica returns to take her shot at the Faith. I'm going to be at Fairfax Comic-Con. Are you? Come check me out on my birthday weekend. I'm turning 40. Come celebrate with me at Fairfax Comic-Con by backing it now on Kickstarter. Lighter at the collected covers, pinups, and art collection of all the covers, pinups, and art from this hit comic book series, Lighter. Nikolai Volkov, the Russian wrestling heel who wasn't. Nikolai Volkov, not a heel, not a communist, not a Russian. Learn of his path from immigration to the Hall of Fame in this authorized comic. Amazing story. I've been following it. It's great stuff. You guys got to share it. One of my favorite characters in WWF growing up, because it spoke to what my family had been going through with them coming over from the Ukraine and all that. So please support that. I would think he's a good dude for everything that he was able to put out there and give a voice to something that was happening in the 80s. Staunch Ambition, Issue 3, a supernatural science fiction exploring a new dimension. Azarus becomes vulnerable and must battle for possessions of one of the most cherished assets. Dead Duck and Zombie Chick Radio Show. Vinyl pressing, the comic book that gives life to the epic recording. Get the vinyl pressing of the Dead Duck and Zombie Radio Show to have and to hold. Duels. The New Guy comic book, Marcus, begins his first day at the mysterious base with the reptilian feared deities. Krima, monsters and a variety of races of aliens. I know I'm saying like 3 of those words wrong. That's why I did it so slow. I'm going to have to look up some of those words and get, I think deities is one I got wrong. Johnny Scotch, The Sound of Justice, a pulpy musical vision of the Johnny Scotch world. Like I said, long weekend, guys. Trans-International Taxi Cab Service is back, and not just for 1 issue. That's right. 2 issues in 1 Kickstarter. Kick-Ass Cop, Drunk Cosmic Cappy, an Irritable Cat Navigator, and also you can get all of the original 5 issues on this amazing Kickstarter. Guess who else is back? That's right, my favorite redhead and the Few and the Cursed 4. Join the redhead in our hunt for the Crows of Menelin in this epic supernatural western. Issue 1, 2, and 3 also available. Lily the Demons Ask You Shall Receive. The demoness Lily Ardut now has her own series. That's a break off from something else. This is by Louis Torres. Check it out to see more. We're going to have it on the show tomorrow. The Libertarian comic book is in need of We the People. Whether you're left, right, or center political, their intention for this book is to make you think it's okay to disagree with them, as disagreement begins conversations. And check out The Veteran's Wife and see how you can support veterans today. Thank you to all the veterans. We truly appreciate your service. We'd like to give an extra special thank you to the veterans that do not want to be recognized, the silent stoic veterans, for the horrors that they've seen in wars, for nothing for them to be thanked for. They don't put it out there for the world to know, but they are now struggling with their own battles now here at home. We want you to know that you're not alone. You're loved and appreciated for all you've done and all you are. You will always be our heroes, even if you refuse the title. Normally, I would end the show with this, but we do have a bit of breaking news. We're going to be covering a Kickstarter. It literally just happened when we got the permission when we went off the air. I'm trying to get to it really quickly for you guys. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. You got to watch me do a password. So how was everyone's weekend? I hope it was good. I'm sorry if you guys are actually commenting. I actually have the screen blocked with that part. Even my passwords I get wrong. All right, cool. I actually didn't. Okay, so Stephanie Fire Girl, that's what it was. Want to make sure I got that name right. So here we go. Let's do Fire Girl. And we're going to see a brand new Kickstarter that we're going to be covering. I got made aware of this today by a couple people, actually. So people wanted me to know about this.
I'm Stephanie Sorensen, and this is the story of Fire Girl. Last year, my fire department, Pasco County, nominated me for a national contest, the Step Up and Stand Out, sponsored by Firehouse Magazine.
I became a volunteer firefighter because I wanted to serve my community. There's actually a very special story that motivated me to become a firefighter. On my prom night...
We're going to find out the rest of that story tomorrow on the show. This is an amazing things. We're going to be giving you more information. Of course, it's already been brought to life. I think there might be another one that's currently going on that we're going to look into. But either way, we're going to be covering this story, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. So we will talk to you all soon. So Chuck said I got most of the Dulce reports right. Yeah, you got to, Chuck, write me a script and tell me when I'm getting wrong. So that was horrible. Chuck, it's been such a long, we're just going to go with Chuck. It's been a long weekend. Chuck is, of course, the editor for the project. Thank you, Chuck, for tuning in and hearing me butcher that. We're going to get more information on Fire Girl for you guys in the coming days. Stay tuned. And if you have anything you want us to advocate for you, reach out to us at IndieAdvocates@gmail.com so we can have you on one of our programs. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the advocating voice for Indie Advocates.